just a quick review of Dr. Scholl's heel cushions with massaging gel. I'm just going to go over a couple quick points. When you're going to use this, if you have heel pain, any kind of heel pain, this is going to cushion and reduce the impact every time you walk, and it's going to make it a lot more comfortable. Some people have heel pain and they can't take many steps. Use something like this. It cushions the forces, the impact forces, every time you put your foot down. And so they can walk better and walk with no pain, some people. So a couple other points. It does help reduce stress on your heel, like I said, and it does that just by providing a lot of shock absorption. It does have a slim design, so it's not going to take up a lot of room in your shoe. A lot of these heel cushions, or even heel supports, you throw them in your shoe, it raises your foot up. That can actually cause other problems, even at the knee and the back, actually. So you want something slim, and plus you don't have to get another shoe, to fit your darn heel cushion. So it's got a slim design, which I really like that. The other thing I really like about this is that it has a raised profile on the side, so it just slightly lifts your heel up. Okay, so that actually is going to help decrease the weight, take the weight off of your heel. So those two things I really like about it. So I think if you're in the market for a heel cushion, let's say you have just heel pain for whatever reason, some people have a heel spur, although a lot of people have asymptomatic heel spur, so keep that in mind. Or if you have plantar fasciitis, a lot of people with plantar fasciitis are going to be looking for this. But I want to bring up something else about plantar fasciitis. This will help with the symptoms, but also there is no inflammation when it comes to plantar fasciitis. I just want you to know, and I found in this book that actually proves that. So if you're if you've been doing a lot of stuff for your plantar fasciitis, and it isn't getting better, and you're struggling with it, and you've been treating inflammation, that's the wrong approach. This book is the 5-minute plantar fasciitis solution. I think you can get it on Amazon. Basically, it tells you a little about plantar fasciitis, what the plantar fascia does. And the other thing it does is, how do you know if you have inflammation? Well, what you're going to do, let me find it in the book here briefly. Okay, does the plantar fascia get inflamed? So this is a very evidence-based book, okay? It doesn't ask you to do anything that isn't based on science. So how do you know if you have inflammation or don't have inflammation, plantar fasciitis? Well, you're going to take people that have plantar fasciitis. You're going to take a little piece of the plantar fascia out. You're going to look under a microscope, and you're going to see, hey, are there any cells there that are indicative of inflammation? In other words, are there any inflammatory cells present? So if you have inflammation, you got to have certain cells there, inflammatory cells that show, yes, this is inflammation. Well, they compiled all the studies, the biopsy studies, and that's a biopsy is when you go and you surgically take out a little piece, look at it under a microscope, and then, hey, what do they find? Well, they don't find any inflammation. There are no cells indicative of inflammation that they find here. What do they find? Well, they find cells that are indicative of a healing process, but it's an incomplete healing process. So that's really what plantar fascia is. Plantar fasciitis, it's an incomplete healing process. It's not an inflammatory process. And it gives you a stretch to do and tells you when to do it. Actually, the solution here takes you a total of 5 minutes a day. It's a certain specific stretching technique. And it works. An order of 90+% of people works. And it works in randomized controlled trials. Now, if you want to prove something in medicine is effective, a treatment is, you do a randomized controlled trial. That's the highest form of proof in medicine that treatment actually works. I think there's 4 or 5 randomized controlled trials that have used this technique that show it actually works. So just something to keep in mind. But yeah, if you're looking for something just real quick, throw in your heel to take it, just instantly give you a little bit of pain relief, definitely check it out. It's a good heel cushion.